Just weeks after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled against Donald Trump's efforts to limit birthright citizenship, the president is trying again.
A very, very unfortunate decision. So we're making adjustments because it's very unfair.
This time, Trump is taking a narrower approach, targeting specific groups and using immigration law to get around some of the legal obstacles he's faced before. Here's what he's trying to change. Trump has signed 2 new executive orders targeting who automatically becomes an American citizen at birth. The first focuses on so-called birth tourism. That's when someone travels to the U.S. to give birth so their child obtains U.S. citizenship.
The idea that people come here pretending to be a tourist, pretending to be a visitor, saying they want to go to Disneyland, they want to go visit a monument or go to a national park, but the real reason they're here is to have a child, to make that child an automatic citizen, leave our country, and then have a U.S. citizen child.
Instead of taking citizenship away from those children after they're born, the administration is trying to stop some of the parents from coming to the U.S. in the first place by denying them visas or entry. But how widespread is birth tourism?
I'll tell you right now, hundreds of thousands, okay? Hundreds of thousands.
Trump claims that hundreds of thousands of people are taking advantage of birth tourism. However, a recent study by Penn State researchers estimates that fewer than 0.3% of all U.S. births are to foreign tourists. That's between roughly 5,000 and 10,000 births a year. So while the Trump administration is making birth tourism a focus of its latest immigration crackdown, the data available suggests it accounts for only a tiny fraction of U.S. births. The second order is about who gets to be a U.S. citizen just by being born here. There are already a few exceptions, like children born to foreign diplomats with diplomatic immunity. Now, Trump wants to add more groups, including some children of foreign government employees and children whose parents the government considers alien enemies or members of terrorist groups. And that gets to the bigger legal fight. The 14th Amendment to the Constitution says people born in the United States and subject to its jurisdiction are U.S. citizens. And on June 30th, the Supreme Court ruled that that includes children born here to undocumented immigrants and people temporarily in the country. So instead of trying to overturn birthright citizenship altogether, Trump is now testing what subject to its jurisdiction actually covers. But that doesn't mean the legal fight is over. The administration may have changed its approach, but it's still trying to limit who qualifies for citizenship at birth. And that's where civil rights groups say Trump's plan runs up against the Constitution. The ACLU says the new orders are doomed to fail in court. It argues the Supreme Court has already settled the fundamental issue. Birthright citizenship is protected by the Constitution, and a president can't change that guarantee simply by signing another executive order. So Trump may have narrowed his approach, but the larger fight over how much power a president has to decide who is and isn't entitled to an American citizenship is far from over. And these new orders are likely just the next chapter.